How's everyone doing? SH can't wait. Me too. Me too. I'm looking forward to this. I saw what you posted earlier. Afterwards, you said Isak starting. Did not expect that. Me neither. I was kind of thinking he'd probably come off the bench, but I'll take that. Uh, I don't think he'll play the full game, but he's just coming out now. So yeah, excited to kind of see how this goes. Also excited to see Frimpong starting as well. There was a bit of a discussion yesterday um, regarding is Frimpong going to start or is Bradley going to start? And I wanted Frimpong to start because I feel like Atletico are going to be very defensive, so we need his attacking prowess. So it's good to see him as well. Elias says, "Hi, bro. Score predictions. Hope it's a good game. Yeah, I hope it's a good game as well. I reckon it'll be very close. That's hilarious. they've just shown like Van Dijk and Isak and Gakpo, right? So the order, when they panned the camera over, it was like Van Dijk, Gakpo, Isak, and then the camera had to go down to Frimpong because he's like half the height. I think it'll be 1-0. I don't think Isak will score. I think he'll get an assist, but let's see. How you doing, Fish? Fish says, let's make potato. We can make potato. Tell me what kind of potato you want to make, and I'll give you a recipe. If you're making potato, make sure you soak the potatoes because potatoes have got starch on them. So you need to get that starch off. I know you're not actually making potatoes, but I'll give you a potato lesson anyway. Make sure you soak the potatoes in water to get the starch off for a few hours. And then rinse them, and then you can cook them however you're going to cook them. If you don't do that, the potatoes won't come out crispy. So that is a important step. Harry says, hello, how are you? I'm good, thank you. How's things with you? Hope you're well. Oh, I'm lost. Give me a second. Kieran says Swansea better win in the cup against Forest. Are they playing today? Is that today or is that tomorrow? Have you recovered from the 1-1, which was a 2-1, which was a 2-2, which was a 3-2, which was a 4-2, which was a 4-3? Was that 4-4 in the end? I can't remember. But hope you've recovered. Hope you've recovered from that. How you doing, Derwood? Hope you are good. Hope everything is going well in the US. Your mate's over here. I say your mate, the one that you don't like. And we, shall we say, he's been met with quite a few protests. Kieran says, will you be streaming the Newcastle game tomorrow? Indeed, I shall. Newcastle Barcelona this time tomorrow. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Kieran says, yeah, they've just kicked off. Nice. Harry is okay. Just got to do a speech tomorrow in front of parents. Wow, what kind of speech is this? Is it about fish? It's probably not about fish, to be fair. But what kind of speech? And is it in front of your parents or is it in front of the parents at the school? I'm intrigued. Yeah, it ended 4-4. Yeah, crazy game. So they're just kicking off. I figured I'd wear the correct shirt for this game. I was thinking, where's the clock? But it's at the bottom now. Derwood says, keep him. We don't want him. We will give him back at the earliest opportunity. Fish says he was talking. Who was talking trash about Fish? It can't have been Harry. Harry's very nice about you. Kieran says, all right, because I won't be able to watch the game. I ain't got TNT, but you're watching it, so I'll be here tomorrow. Nice. Look forward to it. I shall be here. So Liverpool attacking Anfield Road end. Isak is in the middle, as if there was any other doubt. I don't know. Some people have this weird obsession that he might play on the left, but he is in the middle. Dawood hopes Diaz does well today. Yeah, me too. One of the few players who I genuinely wish well. I put like an extra light on, but it's proper hurting my eyes. I'm gonna have to turn it off. Oh shit! Now it's flashing. There you go. Charlotte says you're an amazing creator. I appreciate that, Charlotte. I'm trying to figure out how to turn this light off, though. Oh my god! Right. Harry's giving a speech in front of the parents at the school. What is that speech about? I'm intrigued. Is this as part of your duties as head boy? Gravenberch is through, but the ball goes out. Is this part of your head boy duties? SH's blood pressure is through the roof. Yeah, I know the feeling. Match day 1 is always pretty intense. Things calm down a bit kind of once you've qualified and all that, but yeah, this this game will be quite nervous. And Atletico are one of the last teams you want to play when you're nervous, but it is what it is. Simeone wearing a black suit and a black shirt and a black tie. I feel like that outfit just perfectly encapsulates his personality. Free kick to Liverpool, edge of the box. Salah standing over it, and Wirtz is also standing over it. It's a bit of a weird position. It's on Oblak's left. But it's just outside the box. SH and Durwood seem very positive. Does that mean we've had a goal? in the first few minutes. All I can see is Salah standing over it. Oh, I'll take that. That's good enough. That's good enough. That totally counts. That does totally count. How did that happen? I don't know. That was completely bizarre. It looks like he took a low shot, and it somehow kind of stumbled in. Hopefully that helps SH's blood pressure. Is your blood pressure a bit better now? Now that we're 1-0 up. It kind of came off. Robertson's backside. But I'll take that. Is it a Robertson goal, or is it a Salah goal? But either way, let's put it to 1-0. Oh. SH says, sorry, I thought it would have been delayed enough for you to say it. That's okay. I don't really mind. I don't. Yeah. I know some people are a bit precious about it, but I never really mind. Frimpong says yes. Muheb says who scored? It was a Salah free kick, but it kind of came off. Robertson's backside. Tom is saying 2-0. Dawood saying let's go. SH is saying somebody pinch me. Well, I may pinch you in a few minutes. All I can see is Salah on the outside. Salah to Gravenberch to Salah. Oh, 2-0. Where's all the people that were saying get rid of Salah? Where's all those people? You know the people that change their minds every week based on which way the wind is blowing. I thought Salah was finished. I thought Salah was gassed. I thought Salah was every other negative expletive that we come up with these days. He scored maybe two in 2 minutes, or at the very least one. See, this is what I mean. Not. There's not many things that irritate me, but when you're like 1 or 2 games into the season and people are saying, "Oh, Salah, get rid of Salah, he's not good enough anymore," it's like, how do you make such definitive conclusions based off 1 game, based off 2 games? So yeah, they will have some humble pie to eat soon. Salah's putting me to work. I've got to update the score again. Frimpong says 2-0 in 5 minutes. Dawood is so happy that Liverpool are back. Kieran says 2-0. Kieran says he just stays invisible in the Premier League. Now he's a pro in the Champions League. Could be. I think maybe he just needed waking up. Uh, 1-0 PSG also, says Kieran. Nice. Who scored for them? Harry says Salah hat-trick maybe. Was the first goal given as a Salah goal? Because it came off Robertson's cheek. So I'm curious. Finley says 2-0 already. Indeed it is Finley. 2-0 in about 7 minutes. I don't know what's going on. I made a prediction like 9 minutes ago of a 1-0. So that shows what I know. Finley says who scored. The first one was a Salah free kick, but it was deflected. So I don't know if Salah's... Let me check for you, actually. But it could be 2 goals for Salah. Oh, Dawood has already said it's a Robertson goal. Okay, fair enough. So a Robertson and Salah. They love to judge us. They love to be us. Yeah, they wish they were us. It's just the same pattern. It's just the same pattern every year, which makes me laugh. It's just tons of aggression, and I'm talking about these other people. Tons of aggression in the first half of the season, and then when their season collapses, then they ask for sympathy. Then they complain about their owners. They complain about their referees. They complain about how the moon is orbiting the sun. There's never an admission that, you know what, Liverpool are a good team. It's kind of crazy. Kieran says Marquinhos. Oh, nice. Good goal for Marquinhos. He needed that pen from Sunday to get his mind back in the game. Yeah, it gave to be fair, we did say it. We did say it the other day. I say the other day, it was a few days ago, that hopefully that penalty gives Salah some confidence, and it looks like it has. Charlotte says, what's your favourite snack to enjoy with family? Probably pizza. Does pizza count as a snack? So 66 is injured. Carvajal is out for 3 games from his red card. Yeah. Do you reckon it's a weird one, because I think there's a chance 66 could make it back for that game, but he isn't gonna wanna be back for that game, if you know what I mean. Physically he might be okay by that time, but mentally he's not gonna. So I think they're gonna have to play some random right back, or maybe they can stick Chouameni or Camavinga there. Atletico attacking. Frimpong said, imagine being us. Kieran says, do you think Newcastle will have a chance against Barcelona? Yeah, 100%. Newcastle have a chance against anyone, especially with that midfield. They're very physical, and Barcelona perhaps are not particularly physical. So I'd say yeah, Newcastle definitely have a chance. How you doing, reluctant gamer? Says 2-0 already. Yeah, it was 2-0 in about 6-7 minutes, which is kind of unexpected, but we'll take it. Yeah, Liverpool playing with a lot of intensity here. Kieran says Nick Volta made with 1 goal in that match, 100%. Yeah, I can see that happening. He got a good goal on his debut with the cross by Jacob Ramsey. Volta stayed on side, which requires a level of intelligence, and I know it requires intelligence because we had Nunes for 2 years who could never stay on side. So that takes a level of intelligence to stay on side and also to finish. So yeah, I think he'll be a threat. Reluctant Gamer says, thanks for respecting Newcastle. They have a chance against anyone. Yeah, 100%. Especially with their midfield. The midfield is very finely balanced. They've got Joe Linton, who's very physical, Tonali, who's very technical, and Bruno, who's a mixture of both to a certain degree. And I think that gives them a lot of balance. Liverpool on the break again. Okay, now Isak's on the left, but it's probably just from the counter, yeah. Defended. We're lucky they're not playing Yamal due to injury. Yeah, I've heard about that. Do we know how long he's out for? I recall like quite a few Barcelona fans were upset about it, saying that he got injured because he was overplayed over the summer, overplayed in the Nations League and all those pointless tournaments. Harry's playing Dying Light, just been chased by like 20 zombies. That's a good game, to be fair. Dying Light and Dying Light 2. Make sure you get the weapon with the electricity on it. Those ones are good. Reluctant Gamer says Isak not needed. we will definitely need him next year. I got a weird feeling this might be Salah's last year. So let's. I'm happy for him to get embedded into the team. Finley says it's gonna be some good 3 days for me. Barcelona and get drunk. FIFA out on Friday, party Saturday, get drunk. Life does not get much better. If United Rashford is playing, Newcastle have it. If Barcelona Rashford is playing, it will be tough. That's a fair point. Is he on the left? Is he playing on the left for Barcelona, or is he playing on the right because of Yamal's injury? They will probably play Rashi, says Kieran. Charlotte says, would you rather eat only sweet food or only savoury food? Oh, sweet food, 100%. I've got a proper sweet tooth. Like, I don't drink, I don't smoke, but like sugar, that's like my vice. Nottingham scored, says Durwood. 1-0 Forest, says Kieran. Awful goal. Probably another own goal. Swansea keep letting me down. If it's any comfort, hopefully there's a lot of the game left to play. Yeah, it depends kind of which Rashford is playing. The Beast comes out tomorrow, says Harry. What's the Beast? Yeah, the electricity weapons you get those later. So in addition to kind of attacking the zombies, they also kind of stagger them a little bit. So those are some of the best weapons in the game. That keeper top is so nice. Our home, yeah, it's quite a nice one. Black with the yellow. I think Adidas in general, they've done a very good job. They've done a very good job with the kits this year. I can't think of one kit that I think is ugly, which is quite an achievement. More often than not, at least 2 or 3 kits are ugly. I'm still cursed by the memory of that yellow McDonald's kit that Liverpool had. But yeah, most of the kits this year are pretty nice. 16th minute in the Swansea game, said Kieran. There's plenty of time for them to come back. Harry says Dying Like the Beast. What's that? Is that like a new game or is that a DLC? Oh no. This is a new game. I didn't even know this was a thing. I didn't even know that game was coming out. I'm adding that to my list. Dying Light. I'm playing a Hell Is Us at the moment, and it's starting to bore me to a certain degree. So I might check that one out. I've made a note of it. Charlotte says Liverpool are the symbols of resilience. Indeed, they are. Kieran says, how's Isak playing so far? Okay, nothing major. Had he beat his defender one time. He's making runs, but Liverpool are not picking him out. But to be honest, fine. Nothing super amazing or nothing super bad. They would like that yellow kit. But you like yellow, so that makes sense. That yellow kit haunts my nightmares. I didn't even have it. I didn't even buy it. But it just reminds me of Ronald McDonald. SH also can't wait for the Beast. I didn't know there were so many Dying Light fans. There's 2 of these games, aren't they? Let me see if I can. Why is it not working? Oh, I know why it's not working. That is weird. I was trying to put it on the screen, but it's not letting me. But yeah, it's out. It's out tomorrow. Dying Light the Beast. I don't know if there's just one of these games or 2. I think there might have been two games before this. So I'm looking forward to playing this. I didn't know it existed, so Harry's let me know. Ollie says hi. How you doing, Ollie? I hope you're doing good. Harry says the newest one with Kyle Crane as a sentient night hunter. If you play the following, you will get the backstory of it. The following is a free DLC. Boring though, and you have a car. I'll be honest. I played it when it first came out, but I don't remember anything. I don't remember anything about the story or anything. Ooh, that was close. Close from Salah again. Yeah, so I've played Dying Light and then Dying Light 2 Staying Human. I've played that one as well. So yeah, this will be the third one. I'm excited. because I've been looking for a new game to play. Um, Salah with the long shot there, but it's just gone wide. I've been looking for a new game to play. Bayern 1-0. Upamecano scored. Own goal for Chalobah. Fair enough. Ali says, "Come on, you Reds! Come on, you Reds! Indeed, doing quite good at the moment. 2-0 up. 2-0 up in about 7 minutes. My prediction was 1-0, so I'll take a 2-0. Yeah, Atletico just trying to find a bit of space. Liverpool have got everyone behind the ball apart from Salah and Isak. Does look a bit shaky at the back. Gravenberch running through. Yeah, they've shown that on the screen. Chalobah on goal. Robertson lets his guy through. Ali's saying 2-1. Doesn't look like it. Still looks like it's 2-0. Durwood says, "Today is my youngest son's birthday, anniversary of my neck surgery, and Liverpool is a good day." Oh, 100%. Three in one. Definitely a good day. Charlotte says, "Rank these defenders for pace. Gomez, Kanate, Van Dijk, Aga." I mean, the first three in particular were very, very fast. Gomez was a bit shorter, so maybe Van Dijk and Kanate are faster. I'd probably go Van Dijk, Kanate, Gomez, Aga. Probably. It's probably what I'd do. Reluctant Gamer says, "What do you think the score's going to be?" Probably 3-0 now. Probably 3-0. My prediction before the game started was 1-0. But given they've scored 2 already, that's not going to happen. But I'd probably go with 3-0. How about you? Corner for Atletico, but they don't do much with it. Liverpool trying to counter, but Frimpong falls over. Yeah, it was pretty insane. Is Alisson's kit ombre, black to grey? I'm using a different TV, so I'm not sure. It does look like it. So the top part's kind of black, and then it gradually gets a bit greyish, and then the shorts are grey. So no need to adjust your set. It's Does that mean the socks are white? No, the socks are grey. That would probably be too much. That would probably be too much of a change. Reluctant Gamer thinks it'll be 4-1. I can see that happening as well. I can see that happening as well. So I said 3-0, you said 4-1. So in both of those, Liverpool win by 3 goals. So there's a commonality. But yeah, to be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if Atletico did get 1 goal. Charlotte says, can Mamardashvili feature in the Champions League group games? Yeah, for definite. I think it will more be a thing once Liverpool have qualified. I think, generally speaking, I think what makes sense is before you've qualified, always go with your strongest team. Otherwise, you're taking a risk that you don't go through. But I think once qualification is sorted, then he'll probably get some game time. And to be fair, he'll probably get a fair amount of game time in the Carabao Cup and FA Cups as well. Reluctant Gamer thinks that Isak will get a goal. I hope so. It would be nice to get a goal on his debut. That would be horrible if the socks were white. Black shirt, grey shorts, white socks. Yeah, that would be kind of horrible. Kane scored. Nice. So that's Upamecano and Kane for Bayern. So Bosley, poor so far. I think he's been okay. Is there anything in particular that concerns you? Oh, Isak wins the ball very nicely. I almost forget how tall Isak is. Cole Palmer scored, nice. There seems to be a goal every 2 seconds in that game. I hope Kirkes gets some. I hope Kirkes gets some playtime today. I know he had that entire situation versus Burnley, but I think if you keep him out of the squad too much, it might hurt his confidence. So hopefully he can come off the bench. Attacking wise has been shaky, playing at the back before. Well, hopefully he can redeem himself. There's about an hour to go. Ilyas says Salah just silenced all his haters in 120 seconds. Yeah, that's what I was kind of ranting about at the start. So many people have been saying, "Oh, we should sell Salah. Salah's finished." The way people form conclusions based off 2 games and disregard years worth of data is insane. I just find like people so reactionary. I was like, guys, have you got like a memory that lasts 2 seconds? And those same people will be singing Salah's praises now, but it will be like you weren't singing his praises when he was not doing well, so don't kind of support him now. How you doing, Jenny? Jenny says Manchester Blue. Jenny has also changed her profile picture. Is that a carrot? I can't see it. But Manchester is blue. They got a good win versus Man United on the weekend. Some good, very good finish by Haaland. One in particular. You know where he broke through on the right. Oh, Isak's been fouled there. But yeah, Haaland was showing what was showing what he was about. Dawood says, "Get up, Isak." Yeah, he looks like he's in pain, but I hope it's nothing serious. It didn't look too bad, but you never know. Looks like it was on the ankle. I'm happy that Robertson started. He deserves his time. Kirkes doesn't have Champions League experience. True. Hopefully he can at least come off the bench and get that experience. Maybe with 30 minutes to go or something like that. Isak is up. Kevin the Carrot Aldi advert. Fair enough. He got trotted on, nothing serious, says Frimpong. Yeah, he's up. We're good. Panic well and truly over. Ikram completely concurs. It's very very posh language, but I concur with your concurrence. Good defending there by Szoboszlai. Stopped an attack. Nice tackle by Wirtz. Jenny says, Charlotte, what's your team? Charlotte says Liverpool. Also says, who is Liverpool's most important player right now? It's got to be Van Dijk. You take Van Dijk out of this team, standards will drop. Because there's not a suitable replacement that we were talking about yesterday. Barcelona, is that Bayern? Sorry, yeah, Bayern 2, Chelsea 1. Yeah, I think Upamecano and Harry Kane, and then what's his name? Cole Palmer. Jenny says Liverpool got a penalty. Now Jenny is always 2 minutes ahead of everybody, so that's a positive. Or are you saying did Liverpool get a penalty? Gravenberch. It's a corner. Galan is losing quite a bit of blood. Yeah, Galan's losing quite a bit of blood from that nosebleed. Would you say he's losing gallons of blood? You see what I did there? Corner to Liverpool. Jenny says it's going to the screen now. Frimpong says thanks Longley. Is this the is it for the foul on Frimpong? That didn't look too bad. I don't know what. Yeah, it says penalty check, but that legitimately did not look too bad, if I'm honest with you. Mr. Default says United Andy Robertson goal in 2025. Indeed, he has now outscored Sesko. To be fair, you didn't see it, but like it was a Salah free kick, and Robertson was kind of in the wall, and it came off Robertson's backside and it went in. so it's even though it was classed as a Robertson goal, it would be a stretch to call that a Robertson goal. Jenny said no pen. Yeah, To be fair, I didn't think it was a penalty either. Ikram says you're always doing great. I appreciate that. That wasn't a pen, I don't think. Yeah, I also didn't think that there was anything wrong with that. But it's a corner now to Liverpool. James misses Jota. We all do. I don't know if it was the Burnley game, but you know where they do like pre-match, not flyers. You know the pre-match programs that they give out in the stadium. Sorry, not give out. You know the pre-match programs you have to buy in a stadium that list out the teams. They still put Jota. They wrote Jota's name on it. So I thought that was pretty good. Mr. Default says 5-0 Liverpool. Come on, Liverpool, Liverpool. That's very kind of you. Appreciate the support. Yeah, so Johnny's saying that was for a handball, but it looked fine. Yeah, it didn't even touch his hand or arm, says Jeremy Frimpong. When they were showing the replay, I was like, what is that like? What is that actually for? I thought maybe it was a foul, but yeah, nothing. There was absolutely nothing in it. Charlotte says, would you rather be able to fly or teleport? Probably teleport, because teleport achieves the same thing, but in less time. Whereas if you're flying, it takes time. Yeah, that was it. The Burnley game where they put his name in the pre-match program. Of course, some people might ask why have Liverpool got 12 players. So, but I think once they've been given the context, then all should be good. Do you think United are going down? Unfortunately not. As terrible as they are and as awful as they are, I just get the feeling that there's a few other teams that are even worse. So I think it's unlikely. And I think also if things are going absolutely terribly in January, they'll spend another bunch of money, or they'll make a manager change and then they'll stay up. So as funny as it would be, I don't think it will happen. Verts to Isak. Ooh, that's very nice control. Very nice control by Isak, and a very good shot. Yeah, Isak had his first shot. It was a good turn and a good shot. Mr. Maddock, shall we say, says Man United. Who are they playing? Have they got Champions League tomorrow, or was it yesterday? You'll have to remind me. 3-0 Manchester Blue. Yeah, a convincing 3-0 as well. To be honest, you could have got like 5 or 6. You were that dominant. Yeah, nearly Salah again, as Jeremy Frimpong says. Salah's proving doubters wrong. And what makes it the most annoying, a lot of those doubters were his own supporters. It's like the guy has scored 30 goals a season for the past 8 years. And because he has 2 bad games, people want to sell him. Ooh, nice back heel. That's a very nice back heel by Isak. But Liverpool always have 12 players counting the ref. Yeah, well, I guess that makes it 13 now. Reluctant Gamer has never seen Liverpool as good as this season. Comfy. Yeah, I'd agree with you. Things seem to be flow. Oh, good shot by Isak. Isak makes space. It seems to be kind of be flowing, and seems to be a lot smoother and a lot more joined up. Like the passes are finding the players and everything is linking together more nicely. It feels this performance today, and even Isak is making a difference. At this performance today, it feels like a team rather than a bunch of players, which it has felt like in other games. So I agree with you. I agree with Reluctant Game 100%. Things are looking up. Charlotte says, "Why did the balloon go to school? It wanted to rise to the occasion. Must have been a helium balloon then." Yeah, it was a good shot by Isak. Fish says, "Oi, F, I know, G." Did you make the potatoes that you were talking about? Don't think I forgot about that. Jenny says, "Scared. Think City Liverpool not playing well. Premier League. Yeah, so you think that they're not playing well, but they're still winning. Yeah." Wirtz does very well there. Skips past the player. Wirtz to Isak. Isak to Wirtz. Oh, that should have been a goal. That should have been a goal. Isak and Wirtz are actually linking up very, very well. For two players who have never played together before. Reluctant Gamer says Liverpool might cook in this Champions League. Yeah. Provided Van Dijk doesn't get injured. This is looking good. For me, so far, this has been the best performance of the season. Yes, they're 2-0 up, but the play is kind of melding together a lot better. Passes are a lot more accurate. They're playing with a lot more urgency as well, so that's positive. And Ikram agrees as well. Thuram scored for Inter. Nice. Griezmann needs to lose the mullet. Yeah. I don't know quite why mullets have come back into fashion, but they went out of fashion for a reason. Reluctant Gamer says Isak adds charisma with is that with and without the ball? So it certainly does. And I think what surprised me a lot is Isak's link-up play is very good. And I think as Durwood is saying there, Isak's bringing the team together. He was the missing piece. Yeah. He seems to be a focal point, but not just a focal point that you play the ball to and then pray. Like he's a focal point, but he also seems to be bringing Wirtz into the game a lot better. So I know he gets praised and lauded for his finishing, but his link-up play is also looking very good. DM says, "Is your accent Punjab?" Nope, but I understand some of it. Charlotte says, "How do you rate Liverpool's defence compared to previous seasons?" We'll have to wait and see, to be fair. There's only been a few games so far. Jenny says 66 is out for 6 weeks. Yeah, saw that yesterday. It was very early in the game. He sprinted, and I say very early. It was literally very early. It was after about 2 minutes. He sprinted, pulled his hamstring, and then went off. So yeah, he's in a race to be fit for the Liverpool game. But to be honest, it's a race that he probably doesn't want to win, because I don't think he wants to play Liverpool. So my kind of prediction is, yeah, Griezmann's mullet looks like a mop. My prediction is he'll come back after the Liverpool game. But I think also Carvajal is also suspended for the Liverpool game. So if 66 doesn't play, they might be a bit short. Fish says, "How good was Yasser Larouci?" He was a left winger, wasn't he? I mean, we didn't see much of him. He was one of those kind of youth team players who would play during pre-season and all that stuff, but never really made it to the senior ranks. Reluctant Gamer says Liverpool going to play more fluidly with Isak. Yous are blessed. Yeah, I'm seeing the vision that the ownership had when they decided to pursue these players. He's linking up the play very well. He's very strong, but he's also very fast, and he kind of has. This is gonna sound weird, but he's very well proportioned to be a striker because he's got very long limbs. So with long arms, he can kind of get defenders off him, and with long legs, he can cover space very easily. So yeah, I'm liking it. I can see why they spent 130 million. Nottingham 2-0 up. Wow. The Ange Postecoglou project is well and truly up and running. Jenny says 2-0 Nottingham Forest in the cup. Yeah. Ange is having a transformative effect. Jenny says 2-1 Liverpool, get in, love it. Oh no, have they got one back? That's a bit annoying for them to get one back just before half time. Derwood also says it's 2-1. Whose fault is it? Is it safe to blame Robertson? Oh, that's a poor goal to concede. Frimpong says jammy goal. To be honest, it's poor. It's poor from Liverpool to concede that. Why is Robertson jogging back? But I need to see the kind of replay because that just looked incoherent and completely disorganized. Like Van Dijk and Kanate were. Yeah, I blame Robertson for that. Does that mean we might see Kirkers sooner? But it is what it is. Yeah, 4th minute, 66 went off. Ayman says offside. I thought it might be offside. I'm just waiting to see a replay. No, there's no VAR check or anything. Why would that stand? He was blocking keeper vision. I need to see it back. They showed the replay once, and then they just carried on playing. It's a booking foul on Gravenberch. By a Longley. Longley's getting proper stuck in. Free kick to Liverpool, very deep. Liverpool and City. No, cause didn't get involved with people. Is that with respect to the goal, whether he was blocking the keeper? I'll need to see that back. Reluctant Gamer just picked up his food. Cheesy chips, garlic sauce, 10-inch chicken tikka pizza. Gonna enjoy the second half. Nice, man, enjoy. Of all the things to get, that's a pretty good combination. So yeah, enjoy. Charlotte says Persona. I've never really been a Persona guy. I've never really played the games. Jenny says take off Liverpool glasses, didn't get involved. I didn't say that they got involved. I just said I didn't see it. I need to see it back. Reluctant Gamer says how many new kits you purchased this year? Probably 1 kit per inch of pizza that you've got today, if you think about it. 2, 3, 4. I think 4. I think 4 Liverpool kits. I've also ordered the Germany, that fancy Germany one. So I guess that makes it 5. Oh, I also ordered a retro one. That makes it 6. So yeah, too many to count. Ancha says 2-1, 2-1 indeed. Oh, you're right. Let me update the score. Thank you. I forgot to update the score. Reluctant Gamer says you don't play FC26. I could do. I've got a gaming PC. I could do. It's just I used to play FIFA a lot back in the day, and then you know when you play things so much, you then kind of get bored of it. So that's kind of what happened. I could give it a try this year. Harry earlier was mentioning there's a Dying Light game is coming out tomorrow called Dying Light The Beast, so I'll probably try that next. But yeah, I'll probably give FC a go. SH is more than satisfied with that first half. We seem to be gelling better. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. I was coming up with all these complicated words. I was like, yes, we appear to be more coherent, but that's the word I was looking for. Yeah, gelling. Yeah, Liverpool are gelling together a lot better as a team. Love the press. Yeah, I think having Isak as a focal point up top is very valuable because he links up the play very well. And because he's kind of got such long arms, it kind of weirdly keeps the defenders off him. So I'm seeing the vision. It's a sloppy goal to concede at the end, but irrespective of that, generally speaking, it's looking good. Anthony says, "Why is it 51 minutes? Because I have not stopped the timer." I'll stop it now. So I guess it was 6 minutes injury time thereabouts. Yeah, I've stopped that now. Liverpool FC are timeless. Go with that. That's what I will use going forward. If the timer's wrong, I'll say Liverpool are timeless. Rucktuck Gamer has got 6 Newcastle new kits, home and short longs. I was considering doing that. I was considering getting the home. I was considering getting the long sleeve and the short sleeve, but I didn't know if that would make me a bit crazy. But if you've done it, I might have to do it as well. Home, short, long sleeve, third kit, long, short sleeve, and away goalkeeper kit. Nice. You've pretty much got enough clothes for the week. You just need one more. you just need one more, and then you've got enough for the week. Pixel says, "Hey, how you doing? Hope you are well." Anthony says, "What's on your head?" It's a cap, but because I got a giant head, I tend to wear it like this. But I appreciate it probably doesn't look like a cap. I could maybe move the camera up a bit. Would that help? Nah, it's not really helped. There you go. That's probably better. But now my head's really tight, so I will blame you for it. How is that not onside? I don't know. I need to see the replay, but it looked fine. To be honest, it looked fine. How you doing, Ali? Ali says, "Bro, at this point, Gakpo is worse than Nunes." Yeah, he needs to get involved a bit more. He needs to get involved a bit more. Salah's doing a lot of work, and Isak is also doing a lot of work. Gakpo seems a bit anonymous. I like the suggestion there that Ali is also saying Slot needs to unleash Rio. The thing is with Rio, like whenever he comes on, he always does amazing. If you think about it, he comes on for 5 minutes, he'll get an assist. He'll come on for 6 minutes, he'll be deeply involved. I want to see Rio be given more than 5 minutes because I think he's earned it. What do you think is a reasonable time frame to bring Rio on? Do you reckon on 60 minutes, so Rio gets half an hour, or would you give him less time, or would you give him more time? Pixel says, "Come on, New York." Indeed. I need to get one that says NJ so I can represent Pixel. But I don't know if there's an NJ cap. But I will have a look just in case. Thoughts on Isak? He's played well. Like he's played very good. Link up play very good. He's aggressive. He's getting involved. Yeah, he's beat his player at least twice. I want to see more of him. The whole team. I think it was SH was saying earlier. The whole team seems to be gelling a lot better with him involved. So things are certainly looking positive. The problem was Griezmann in the way of Alisson. I need to see it back. The annoying thing is, like, they showed the goal and then they showed one replay, but then they just instantly went back to the game. So I need to see it back. Ali says, I reckon Slot would bring Rio on at the 80th minute, but I want him in right away. Gakpo just falls on the ground all the time. Yeah, that is a bit frustrating for someone who's 6'4" to, like, for someone who's so tall, you'd expect him to show a bit more strength. Oh, they're just showing the replay now. But yeah, I want to see Rio. I perhaps would give Gakpo another 15 minutes, because I think giving Gakpo another 15 minutes means the Atletico defenders will, they'll get tired for another 15 minutes. So then if you bring Rio on, he'll have a greater chance of being successful. But yeah, I want to see Rio soonish. Don't wait till the 80th minute, 85 minutes. Wait till 60 or something, and then bring him on. SH has ordered the 92-93 home t-shirt. One I've always admired. Excited to see it when it gets there. Which one's that? I'm gonna have a quick look. 92-93 Liverpool shirt. Oh, nice. Is that the one with the vertical? With the vertical stripes on the shoulder. Looking good. It's definitely unique. But I like it. Reluctant Gamer predicted 4-1. You 3-0. Not gonna happen now. True. Your 4-1 could still happen. Your 4-1 could still happen. So we'll go with that. What's the Bayern score? Says Reluctant Gamer. I think it's 2-1. Yeah. Bayern 2, Chelsea 1. So Bayern scored from a Chalobah own goal and Harry Kane, whereas Chelsea scored by. That doesn't make sense. Cole Palmer scored for Chelsea. Ikram says, would you rather have a robot butler or a robot pet? I guess a robot butler, because then they could do tasks around the house. They could do my laundry. I'm not sure a robot pet would be better than a normal pet. Reluctant Gamer says, they won't take Gakpo off. Yeah, immediately. That's a fair point. They won't take Gakpo off immediately because it's probably disrespect, even though I'd rather have Rio on without a doubt. Yeah. That might hurt his pride to a certain degree to get hauled off for a 17-year-old. But I think I think 70 minutes, like 7-0, is definitely fair. But maybe 60 is a good compromise. Because we've been told that not told to be fair, not told, but it's been leaked that Rio is the Gakpo replacement. Sorry, Rio is the Luis Diaz replacement. So, if Diaz was on the bench, he'd be coming on sooner than 85 minutes, right? So therefore, bring Rio on sooner. SH says that kid screams Ian Rush. Yeah, when I googled it, Like every single picture is of Ian Rush wearing it. So yeah, it's looking good. I wonder if they'll go back to that style in the future. They probably will, with the kind of stripes vertically on the shoulder. Reluctant Gamer says, "What do you think the Chelsea score is going to be?" I predicted 3-2 for that game. I guess it's kind of cheating to make it, to make a prediction now. If I was going to make a prediction before the game, I probably would have gone with 2-1. But that's probably incorrect now. But at least I'm trying to be honest. SH says, at this rate, I think a 4-1 or a 5-1 is definitely possible. Still so much quality sat on our bench. Very true. We've got Ekatike there, itching to get involved. Conor Bradley, Rio is there. So yeah, I think generally speaking, Liverpool were very on top for that game. Atletico got a scrappy goal, but I feel like that was Liverpool's. Liverpool's half. Jenny says that Madrid player was well stood in front of the Alisson keeper while offside, interfering with play. So you think it was offside, but you're glad it was given. Fair enough. Again, I need to see it back. But if Jenny says it's offside, then it probably was offside. To be fair. A Reluctant Gamer says, I heard Dying Light meant to be a good game. You getting it? I think so, yes. Dying Light games I've enjoyed. So Dying Light 1 came out 7 years ago. I really enjoyed that. Dying Light 2, Staying Human, 2-3 years ago. I really enjoyed that. I didn't know there was a Dying Light 3. And then Harry earlier mentioned it. And I was like, what you on about? What's Dying Light, whatever? And he said, there's a new game coming out tomorrow. So yeah, most likely yes. Because I've needed a new game to play. Ali says Gakpo falling on the ground was the reason we conceded to Bournemouth. Yeah, he needs to show a bit more strength, especially for someone who's that tall. Like you'd understand if he was Frimpong size, like I don't know, 5'8" or something. You'd understand if he was Harvey Elliott size. But for somebody that tall, you need to show a bit more strength. Cengiz says, hello, my brother. How you doing, Cengiz? Cengiz from Netherlands. See how I remembered, but I hope you are good. I hope all is well in Netherlands. Reluctant Gamer says, what game you enjoying the most? Video game? As in this year, it would be Expedition 33. One of the best games I've ever played. One of the best games, one of the best soundtracks, and also one of the best stories. So yeah, if you've not, it's an RPG and it's turn-based, so that's not everyone's cup of tea. But yeah, Claire Obscure Expedition 33. That's the best game I've played this year. I also played Silent Hill 2 Remake. Quite enjoyed that. It was pretty good. Possibly definitely a few others that I'm forgetting, but those two stand out. Pixel says, those Atletico kids are awful and great. They're unique. They are unique. I'll give it that. Llewellyn says, hi, how you doing, Llewellyn? Reluctant Gamer predicted 3-2 Bayern. You could be correct. Both of your predictions could be correct. Charlotte says, what's your favorite place to relax in the world? It's the I don't know how to pronounce it, but the Tuileries Gardens in Paris, next to what's that art gallery called with the Mona Lisa in it? Fuck, what's that art gallery called? What's that art gallery called with the Mona Lisa in it? The Louvre. So next to the Louvre Museum in France, in Paris, there are these gardens, and they're completely free to go in, and they're massive and they're really clean, and they've got fountains and all that. That's my favorite place. I don't generally like Paris, but that's one of my favorite places. It's so relaxing. Reluctant Gamer says Madrid are a good team. Indeed, they are. They are just kicking off. We'll set the timer back. There we go. Reluctant Gamer said, "What's your top 3 game?" I'm gonna need to think of. That's very tough. I've played probably hundreds, maybe thousands. Claire Obscure has a chance of being in there. Final Fantasy X. I know not everyone likes 10, but 10 has a chance of being in there. I'm not quite sure what the third is yet. Jenny says, Reluctant Gamer, what's your team? I believe he supports Newcastle, the Toon. Ali likes Red Dead Redemption. Yeah, those games are good. Red Dead Redemption 2 or 1? Or do you not mind? Yeah, both of those, Red Dead Redemption 1 and Red Dead Redemption 2, they are both very good. Fish said, make me some food. Well, when this stream started, you said you were making potatoes, and then I gave you tips on how to make potatoes. I was saying, slice them, put them in water. If you put your potatoes in water, it will get the starch off them. So that means when you cook them, they'll be crispy. So the agreement was I give you tips on how to make food, not that I physically make the food for you. But I would if you really want me to. Into 2-0. Nice. So it's 2-2 with the first goal, and do we know who got the second? SH says, with the Paul gone and no Alvarez, yeah, they've lost a lot of their danger factor. Yeah, we're quite lucky. We're quite lucky to a certain degree. Especially with especially not having Alvarez up front. Yeah, the Mona Lisa isn't really smiling. But yeah, the gardens next to that art gallery, the Louvre, that's one of... Sorry, the gardens are called the Tuileries Gardens. They're pretty good. Fish says, I look like BBA. I appreciate that. Reluctant Gamer supports the Toon, who are playing tomorrow against Barcelona. And I think they'll do well. Oh, thankfully. Atletico just walking through Liverpool's defence. They need to tighten up a bit. You're getting the new Battlefield 6. Maybe. With like FPS games, I only get them if I'm bored at that specific time. Does that, if that makes sense? Like with Call of Duty, like if I'm bored, I'm like, oh, let's get Call of Duty. But it's not generally something I prioritize, if that makes sense. Like I tend to more prioritize the single player games, like horror games, like this Dying Light game, for example. That would be good. To be honest, to be more accurate, I play mostly single player games, and then when I get bored of them, then I say I need a new FPS, and it'll be Call of Duty or it will be maybe Battlefield. And then when I get bored of Battlefield, it will be another 3 or 4 single player games. Yeah. Like when you get bored, you just get an FPS, because the FPS will keep you occupied for a few months. But so generally what I do is I try every single player game I want that is out, and then when I've played them all, I'm like, okay, nothing else is coming out. I need a new single player game. Another one that's coming out quite soon, the Outer Wilds 2. Outer Wilds 1 was very good, so I'm looking forward to Outer Wilds 2. Cengiz says, you make me laugh. Try my best. Jenny says, Liverpool have been credited with interest in Napoli defender Sam Bukema. as a long-term replacement for Konate. What do you think about this? To be honest, I don't know too much about him. But if there's serious interest in him, I might need to look him up. Oh, another Thuram goal, says Durwood. Nice. So 2-0 to Inter. Reluctant Gamer says, what's your dream place to visit? I had some on my bucket list. So one was New York, which I went in February, March time this year. Next is Tokyo, which I'm hoping to do in February, March time. The only thing is the planning it takes a long time to plan, but I think I will do it. I don't know if I have a third bucket list place. But I will continue I will kind of continue traveling. But yeah, I'd probably say Tokyo and New York. Charlotte says, what do you think about Liverpool's defense overall? I mean, the goal they conceded was pretty annoying, should we say? But other than that, I think they've been okay. Hopefully they don't concede any more silly goals. Jenny says, Newcastle, my favorite. As in, they're your favorite fans. Yeah, Newcastle fans are cool. Fish is asking if I broke wind. I did not. Reluctant Gamer says, I need to check out Dying Light. Yeah, Dying Light is good. The good thing is, like, this current Dying Light is the third one. So there's 2 more Dying Lights before. Like, try out Dying Light 1, which is old. So you can get it for quite cheap, if that makes sense. And then you'll know if you like the new one. Koke is coming on. Surprised that they're making a sub on 52 minutes, but it is what it is. Yeah, Dying Light's good. It's horror-ish, but it's more, I don't know whether to call it comedic horror, but it's not like true horror. What's the best horror game? Like Resident Evil 2 was very good. Silent Hill 2 is very good. There's this game that I bought at Christmas because it was 79p, and it's probably not 79p anymore, called like Tormented Souls. And that was very, and that was Tormented Souls, which was an indie game, which was very good. SH playing Sea of Thieves. I've not played that one, but I know it's a Microsoft game. And yeah, Outer Wilds. First one was very good. Looking forward to the second. Cengiz says Maradona would be in a horror game. Tokyo and New York. Verts. Just passed it to Isak, but it's just gone a bit wide. Tokyo and New York are my dream places. Yeah, me too. I would love to see Vegas and Miami. Yeah, lots of nice places in possibly China as well. I'd possibly also add China to the mix. I would definitely want to go to China. Jenny says the bucket list 3. One would be the Everton new ground. Yeah, I wouldn't wear this shirt though. I'd find the more generic shirt, should we say? That's Frimpong. Come on, Frimpong. Koke Longevity says SH. Yeah, he's been around forever. I'm pretty sure he's played for Atletico forever as well. Speaking of, some subs are being made to see Connor Bradley and Hugo Ekitike, which would lead me to believe probably Isak and Frimpong are probably going to be coming off. Reluctant Gamer says Newcastle fans are awesome. Yeah, like Newcastle fans are cool. I've always got on with Newcastle fans. One club in one city, not like London where you've got several teams. Yeah, you've got say your Chelseas, your Fulhams, your Crystal Palaces, your Spurs, your Arsenals. Us Geordies are passionate. Thanks, Jenny. Yeah, I would agree with that. Reluctant Gamer says Resident Evil 2 was great. Yeah, I really enjoyed the remake. 3 was also good. Controversial, I didn't like 4 as much. Resident Evil 4 is hyped up to be the best thing ever, but I didn't quite enjoy it as much because it was less creepy and it was more action based. But 2 was very good and I enjoyed 3. Yeah, China is definitely a place I want to visit as well. Maybe the year after. How you doing, Dale? Dale says, evening, mate. Some good games tonight. Yeah, loads of good games. Pretty spoiled for choice. Good game tomorrow as well. Newcastle versus Barcelona. So this week has been very busy because there's good games. There's good games every day, and there's multiple. Charlotte says, how long till Wirtz becomes the talisman? Probably a few months. His link-up play is definitely getting better. He did link up with Isak very well. He seems to be getting more confident. I do think he needs to work on his physicality, but that's fine. That's why these clubs have these fancy gyms and these fancy training centers and these fancy chefs and these fancy training regimes. Avadesh says, I saw this cute girl staring at me. I don't know if she likes me or wants me out of the country. I asked her. She said that she wants you and she only wants you. But, yeah. So I'd say, yeah, go for it. Yeah, so is that coming off probably for Ekitike? Yeah, I might see him there, Cengiz. You never know. Gakpo's coming off, which is interesting. Gakpo's coming off for Connor Bradley. Okay, so what does that mean then? Oh no, McAllister's on as well. So McAllister, Ekitike, and Bradley are on. So who's going on the left? Is Wirtz going to go on the left, or are Liverpool going to change formation? Like, who knows? Yeah, it looks like Wirtz is on the left. So Wirtz is playing as a left winger now. Ekitike is up top. Ekitike and Isak playing together. It would have been nice, but Isak was substituted off, so he got about an hour, 55 minutes, which I think is reasonable. But you got Wirtz on the left. You got Ekitike central. You got Salah on the right. PTYS20 says, I think Atletico will equalize. It's possible. I mean, especially when it's only 2-1. It could happen. Atletico are kind of breaking very, very quickly. Guess we'll find out. A Reluctant Gamer says, what names you got on the new kits? This one is Salah. White one is Wirtz. Green one is Isak. Those are the player kits. Goalkeeper kits. Black one I haven't received yet, but I think I probably put Alisson. Substitute one I put Mamadashvili. I think that was it. Why Isak substituted off? Do they look better with or without this half? I presume because he wasn't fully fit. So he's only really played 20 minutes for Szoboszlai. He's only really played 20 minutes for Sweden this entire year. So I think they're trying to gradually bring him up to fitness. But he seemed to be playing well. He seemed to be playing well when he was on the pitch. I just think they don't want to put too many minutes into his legs until he's fully fit. Do they look better with or without this half? I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll see how the next few minutes go. Reluctant Gamer says they should have kept Isak on till the 70th minute. Yeah, 10 more minutes. Can't have been too bad. He was playing very well. 3-1 Bayern Kane goal. Is that must be 2 goals for Harry Kane now? Soloth is huge, says SH. Soloth always sounds like a movie villain. You know, like Soloth. Yeah, what do they feed them? Sounds like a movie villain and is has the build of a movie villain. I mean, they're probably Vikings. Like, if you go back a few generations. Ikram says Amanda Nunes, Holly Holm, or Juliana Pena. Amanda Nunes would be the GOAT. Is the GOAT for me. For women's MMA. PTYS says, is that Isak debut? It seems he did not play his best game. It was his best. It was a debut. He played well. He played. He did good. He didn't score, but he's not fully fit yet. So this season he's only played 20 minutes for Sweden, and then from those 20 minutes he's playing this game. But I thought he generally played quite well. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is it Saruman who's the Dark Lord? So yeah, the weird thing is the Dark Lord Soloth, that sounds better than the Dark Lord Saruman. I got the Barcelona home and away Yamal, and Real Madrid home and third Mbappe, and third without a name also. Third kit is really lovely. Is that the blue one? Is that the blue one we were looking at the other day? That did look nice. Nice shade of blue. Cleared by Bradley. Would you rather live in a magical tree house or magical cave? Probably a magical cave. Cave just seems so much cooler. Cengiz says Atletico Madrid trainer and Arne Slot, they fought each other. Yeah, Simeone pushed Arne Slot out Feyenoord. Yeah, hopefully hopefully that doesn't happen again. Hopefully they behave themselves. I say they behave themselves, but I think it was Simeone who started it. But there doesn't seem to be any kind of indication of that today. So that's positive. Good defending by Van Dijk. Reluctant Gamer says Kane doing well, top player. He could have been winning more if he didn't overstay at Tottenham. Yeah, definitely. You'd have to say one of the best strikers of his generation, and not just from a finishing perspective. Link-up play also very good. Liverpool on the counter over here. That's got to be a goal. Oh, Salah's hit the post. Oh God, kind of Wirtz and Szoboszlai got in each other's way, so then they just passed it to Salah, who smacked the ball as hard as he could, and the ball hit the post. Morgoth 2. Never watched them, but Shadow of Games were absolutely brilliant. Yeah, anything with Oth on the name, it just makes you seem like an evil lord of something. Swansea scored. Wow. Swansea are not going down without a fight. Taster Tester says, how's it, man? All good, thank you. All is good here. How's things with you? Good win for you yesterday against Athletic Bilbao. 2-0 away from home. Pretty good win. Cengiz says, yes, honest, lot bigger, yeah. Especially with the diet he's on now, he's a lot bigger. Miguel says, hey, how you doing? Hull says, game is going sensational, yeah. Going really well. Salah's through here. Salah to Szoboszlai. Ekitike hits it over. But yeah, 2 early goals. Liverpool generally dominating. Liverpool generally on top. It was nice to see Salah get some goals because quite a few people have been very silly recently, saying Salah's finished, Salah's washed. Well, I think he's proven he's not finished. Number 1. And number 2, as you've also said, so happy Isak had time. Yeah, it was a good opportunity to get some fitness into his legs. And he also looked quite effective. His link-up play was very good. He was coming deep to collect the ball. He looks strong, which is interesting considering he's not fully fit. But he looks strong. He beat his defender a couple of times. Had a few good shots. So yeah, things are looking quite good. Taster Testers says it was a good game. Yeah, it was a good game. Yeah. How's your day been? My day was good. The usual. Tiring, but all good. How about you? Kieran disagrees about Isak. I thought he played well. The team, I think, as SH was saying earlier, the team seemed to gel a lot better, kind of when Isak was on the pitch, and in particular, Isak and Wirtz seem to have an understanding already after about 5 seconds. So we'll take that. Hull says his chance in the game. Totally can't. Durwood says, I'm surprised Roberts. Yeah, is he still on? Yeah, we need to get Kirkes on ASAP. I appreciate he didn't have the best game versus Burnley, but yeah, Robertson. The thing is with Robertson, when he tires, he starts to make mistakes. So you're probably gonna wanna get Kirkes on. I hope they don't punish Kirkes too much for the other day because he's still very young, and I think if they punish him too much, it's gonna hurt his confidence. So I want to see him on. Max is says it's looking exciting for the future. Indeed, it is. Isak played well. Yeah, I was quite happy with him. I feel like there's a tendency sometimes where if a player doesn't score a goal, then it's deemed a bad performance. But I was quite happy. Yeah, the shot wasn't the best, to be fair, but his link up play was very good. He was bringing kind of Wirtz into the game quite nicely and bringing Salah into the game as well. So he's different, and what I like about him as well, he's different from Ekitike. And it's good to have that variety, different types of players for different type of games. Fish says, "Ow, have you fallen over and hit your head?" Because that's unfortunate. SH says, "Thought for a debut, he played very well. Fits into the team very well. Can see him being a strong link if that's how he's played on his debut." Yeah. He did, like, for me, he did everything right apart from score a goal. And from my perspective, I didn't have any expectations for him to score today, so I'm quite happy. Hull says Rio is on the bench as well. I'd like to see Rio get some playing time in Champions League. Yeah, we were saying that earlier. With Rio, whenever he's given time, he seems to do something with it. You know what I mean? Like, if Rio gets 5 minutes, he'll get an assist. So if he's that effective in 5 minutes, I'd like to see him be given more than 5 minutes. Maybe bring him on at 75 minutes or something. Because with what little chance he gets, he is effective. So I'd like to see him get more of an opportunity. Durwood says, I can say some Liverpool fans are terrible when it comes to players. If they don't score, they want them bench. They can't score every game. Yeah, we saw that with Salah. Like, especially in the first few games of the season, we were getting so many comments here saying Salah's washed, get rid of him. And a lot of them were Liverpool fans. Like, you'd understand if they were from like another team. You'd understand. A lot of like Liverpool fans saying he's washed, get rid of him. We need to sell him. We need to sell him in January. There's one person in particular, not naming any names, they're not here today, saying we need to sell him in January. And it's like, really? He scored 40 goals last season. He's scored 30 goals every single season for the past 8 years. And because of 2 bad games, you want to sell him. I don't understand that logic. People are just very reactionary. I think sometimes people just say outlandish things just to get attention. So I try not to kind of rise to it too much. Salah to Ekitike, Verts. But I think Salah has earned the right to have a couple of bad games, because without Salah, there's no Premier League last year. Now, I'm not going 100% in the other direction. 100% in the other direction would be player X was good for us 5 years ago, therefore we should keep him. Like, that's going too far. But Salah literally carried us last season, which was 2 months ago. Taste test is good. He's on his 3rd day of leave, which lasts for 3 weeks. And I've just been a lazy person for the past 3 days. Enjoy it. Sometimes you need a rest. And I think, as you were saying, you've got 3 weeks of leave. So yeah, you can rest up for a bit. And then you can pick what you're going to do after that. SH would love Verts to take more shots. Yeah, me too. Hopefully he gets a bit more confidence. Hulls would back Salah all the way. He's historical. Yeah. I mean, he absolutely carried Liverpool last season. You could also make the argument he's carried Liverpool for the past 8 seasons, if you think about it. And then to make the decision to sell him based off of 2 games, it's completely insane. And the thing is, the people who are saying that are the same people who are now going to be cheering him and be like, yes, Salah scored, he's amazing. And it's like, that's not what you were saying last week. Oh, God. So, yeah, it's a bit crazy. Yeah, the blue 3rd kit. Do you get replica or player versions? I get player version. Yeah. Player versions, they keep you a bit cooler. Rio is coming on. SH says Rio with 3 O's. Derwood says let's go Rio. He's coming on, so we've gotten our wish to a certain degree. So Rio is gonna get, say, 20 minutes. We'll take that. 20 minutes beats 5 minutes. Holly also says yes, we told you Rio. Yeah. Now that's more like it. He's gonna get 20 minutes, not just the last 5 minutes to do something. Can't deal with plastic fans. Yeah. Like, it's fine to have an opinion. Like, everyone's entitled to an opinion, but when they change their opinion based on which way the wind is blowing, it gets a bit annoying. Like, one day they'll say the sky is blue, and then the next day they'll say it's red, and then the next week they'll say it's green, and then the next month they'll say it's blue again. And it's like, make your mind up. Ikram says, rank these players for connections with the fans. Gerrard, Carragher, Salah, Firmino. They all have very good connection with the fans. Gerrard would be number 1. Salah number 2. The last one would be very tough to pick between Carragher and Firmino. I'd probably lean towards Carragher and then Firmino. Reluctant Gamer says, I just noticed you got the long sleeve kit. It looks nice, the long sleeve. Yeah, it does. It's I'm just preparing for the winter because it's gonna get proper cold. I've never had long sleeve before, but I'm liking it. In fact, for all the kits this year, for the player ones at least, I've gone for long sleeve. Anna is a smart birthday boy. Indeed he is. Who's that? I'm like, is that Pubil? I was thinking, have you given like a have you given a slander name to somebody? But Pubil comes off. It's a cross for Atletico, cleared by Kanate. Yeah, I was thinking, who's that? Is that like... And also because SH also just said comes off, and I was like, is that one of our players who he does not like, or is that one of their players? And I was like, nobody's done anything that bad to be called that. I'm like, who is it? But it's Pubil. Jenny says, what do you think Liverpool versus Everton this weekend? It's at Anfield, I think. Should be a good game. I think Liverpool will win it. 2-1, probably 2-1, something like that. I don't know what Conor Bradley's doing there, but thankfully he plays it back to Alisson. It'd been nice to get one more goal. Fish says, wake me up before you go. I mean, I didn't know you were a George Michael. Is that George Michael? Or is that the band that he was in before? But whatever floats your boat. Rio. Yeah, one more goal. One more goal would be nice. Charlotte says, why did the fish blush? Because it saw the ocean's bottom. Is it this particular fish? It must be this fish over here. That was Kanate. Oh, was that Kanate? You can tell we've had a few games this week even. Simeone looks like he wants to come and play. Stood on the sidelines half the match. Yeah, he's itching to get involved. I'm worried he might be putting a tackle in very soon. Yeah, let's hope he stays on the sidelines. Taster Tester says all the right teams are winning today. Yeah, I'd agree with that. No kind of unjustified crazy results. Everything seems fairly logical. Fish says, Google whoever that is. It's my twin. Fish, you give me a new twin like every day. You said that Francois Coquelin or something was my twin the other day. I have no idea who this is. Level 232. Nothing comes up. Blue Moon Tiger King. Is that Jenny? Possibly. It says 2-2 get in. Well, that's not good. That's bad. I'm just all I can see is a throw in. Bradley misses the ball. Oh, what a volley. You gotta say what what a volley. That's what you get. That's what you get. You don't finish off goals. You don't finish games off. That's what you get. Did he get the first? Did he get the first goal as well? But there's still time. There's still time. Fear not. Fear not. Durwood says, Jesus, we have to have a last minute goal. Again, my anxiety can't take it. Yeah, I know the feeling. I'm waiting for Liverpool. Come on. We need to get value for paying the refs. Yeah, the ball kind of bounced really weird. I'm just trying to see what happened. Ah, yeah, so it kind of, right, so it kind of came off the back of McAllister's heel, which altered the trajectory of the ball. That's annoying. But let's not forget, Liverpool pay the refs, so we've got another 10 minutes to get something, to get a return for our payment, right? Jenny says, get 66 back ASAP. If 66 was back, it'd be about 5-2. Mohammed says, last minute FC. last minute FC, last second FC. Riot Gravenberch, Canate. Now Atletico are defending very, very deep. Atletico have everyone behind the ball, including Lord Soloth. McAllister's gone down. Jenny says, tell truth what you really think about your defending. It did feel a bit sloppy, that last goal in particular. It felt like there were multiple opportunities to clear the ball, but they just never really cleared the ball. They never really took control of the situation, and that's what happened. I'm personally wishing Mo scores, because after he missed, social media Man U fans calling him washed. Yes, but who cares what Man United fans think? Fish says, level 232 back rooms. What is that? Bradley. I don't know what that is, Fish. It looks like a supermarket. It looks like a supermarket or something. Jenny says, bet there will be injury time 6 to 8 minutes, because draw, you get what you want. Yeah. They need to give us value for money, because we pay the referees. So from paying the referees, I would demand at least 10 minutes of injury time. They just need to do enough injury time for Liverpool to score. Flash scores shows Endo came on for Verts, wasn't it? Rio? Yeah, no, Rio came on, yeah, not Endo. Simeone has played this excellent. The subs have been great. Yeah, it's typical Simeone ball, but that's like a compliment, if anything, because it works. It's up to the other managers to do something about it. Okay, that's too far. A guy's got a Simeone tattoo above his nipple. That's a bit too far. Man United didn't even make it to the Champions League or the top half. So it's kind of irrelevant. The whole kind of Man United fans have said this argument doesn't make any sense. Because I'd only care if I valued the opinion, right? So if I don't value the opinion, what does it matter? Kirkes is coming on. Okay, that's gross. Yeah, they zoomed right in. You could see the hairs around it. I'm like, you don't need to zoom in quite that far. Mohamed would get Leone on. You put a defender on. They've put they put Kirkes on for his attacking prowess. Yeah, he supports Arsenal. Mohamed saying put Isak back on. That would be handy, wouldn't it? If you could do that. Taster Tester said, I heard Amorim might be going to Benfica. Yeah, I've heard a rumour about that. He's only going to go to Benfica, I think, if he gets fired, because he's not going to resign because he wants to get that payoff from getting fired, which you can understand. I think if he gets fired, he gets 12 million. Corner. Palmer scored 3-2. Wow. So Chelsea are ahead. The policeman, yeah, looking in the opposite direction. Everyone's looking at the pitch, and the policeman's looking to the side. Evil surrounds us. Do you reckon we get a win? I reckon Liverpool do get a win. I reckon Liverpool get a last-minute goal. And if they don't get a last-minute goal, it is because evil surrounds us. I blame the evil around us. The referee's got very pointy ears, almost like an elf. Van Dijk's complaining, but I don't see the problem. I think Van Dijk's asking for a handball, but it didn't look like a handball. It looked like it just hit the player's head. Corner to Liverpool. Oh, I thought that went in. It just went a bit wide. Jenny says Jack Grealish will have a field day on Saturday with Liverpool. Unlikely. Evil surrounds us, says totally. I agree with you. I thought it was... Yeah, I've heard rumours about Mourinho going to Benfica and also Amorim. Penalty from Salah, yeah. It wouldn't surprise me, especially after the last game. Palmer goal ruled offside, so it's still 2-2, I guess, with Chelsea Bayern. PSG 4-0, wow. PSG with quite a few players out, they're doing pretty good. Swansea scored again, 2-2. Kieran is happy. See, I told you. Did I not say, look, there's half an hour to go. There's a long way to go. Don't worry about it. Swansea are showing levels. Ange can't be particularly happy, but it is what it is. Yeah, Nottingham Forest 2, Swansea 2. Ikram says Stipe Miocic, Francis Ngannou or Cyril Gann. I mean, in terms of GOAT status, it would be Stipe, but in terms of actually winning, it'd be Francis. Yeah, that was it. 3-1 Bayern. Isak last minute winner, if he was still on the pitch. Yeah, 4 minutes for added time, plenty of time. Mohammed says Atletico playing the haramist of ball. Indeed they are. Straight to Jahannam for Atletico. Nottingham Forest does the Spurs. Oh yeah, so now so now now that they've got Ange, does that mean Forest are not Spursy? Is Foresty the new Spursy? Inter 1-2, no? Good for them. Good win. Not long left, only 4 minutes, says Jenny. 4 minutes is plenty of time. 4 minutes is plenty of time. See, Jenny is saying gutted. And has a goal actually got in? Because I've been saying this. I've literally been saying this for the past 5 minutes. Have I been scared? Have I been worried? Am I like, oh my God, we're 2-2. I'm like, no, we'll score. Don't worry. We pay the refs. So that they have stoppage time until we score. I've seen the accounts. Like, we pay the refs. It's fine. Don't worry. All I can see is Sabazlai taking a corner and a Van Dijk header. Durwood's happy. I knew this was never in doubt. Of course, now if Atletico score, I'm going to look very silly. And it would not be the first time. Yeah, as Tech is saying, we all knew it was going to happen. So when it was 2-2, like I was literally saying, yeah, Liverpool will get a late goal because it's Liverpool. So they'll get a late goal. Fear not, friends. Yep, 3-2. Jenny says red card to yellow. Who's getting sent off? What's wrong with Simeone? He thinks he's 20. Like, he wants to proper get into fights. Like mentally he's really tough. But it's like, bro, you're like 5'6" and you weigh like 8 stone. Like, you're not that guy anymore. Just act your age. Kieran says yes. Swansea 3-2. Again, I told you. Like, I'm on a good run today. When Swansea are down, I was like, Kieran, don't worry about it. You got a long way to go. Yeah, I should update the score. Bye Forest, says Kieran. Jenny says, oh my God, 3-2 Nottingham lost. Does a Spurs, yeah, does. Ange has brought over the Spurs DNA. Dale was also very happy about that, saying, oh my God, Swansea, let's go. Simeone's was it Simeone? Yeah, Simeone's been sent off. I don't know why he acts so aggressive. It's like, you're like 50, 60. He's like a chihuahua. You know, like chihuahuas have like are very aggressive, but in reality they're tiny. It's like, what are you doing? Like, you're not a bulldog. You're not a Alsatian. You're a chihuahua. Same old Liverpool relying on 80+ minute goals. Yeah, when it went 2-2. When it went 2-2 to Atletico, I literally said, you know what, Liverpool will get a late goal. I'm not worried. 3-1 final win for Bayern. Nice. That's a pretty good win for them, to be fair. Ekatike through. The stewards had to hold Simeone back. Like, why? It's like so. I don't know what the word is, but it's so unbecoming. It's like I thought that said Everton FC, and I was like, let's hope not. But extra time FC, yeah. But yeah, with Simeone, it's like, dude, act your age, man. Behave yourself. Ashley says another miracle for Liverpool. Yeah. Salah to Ekitike hits it over. That should have been a goal. But never mind. A win's a win. Yeah, we'll take it, Ashley. A win is a win. Jenny says all your fans were giving it to him after. Yeah. So he lost his head. He should learn to keep his cool. Like, the thing is, like, even though all the fans were giving it to him, he's like 50, 60. He should have learnt some self-control by that age. Was it a miss for Atletico? Yeah, good save by Alisson. Charlotte says rank these fullbacks for attacking threat. Robertson, Risa, Bradley, 66. 66 automatically goes to the bottom of every positive list. Nuno should have stayed. He would have been perfect for Forest, but I think him and the owner had a falling out. That's another win for Liverpool. How did he miss that? Yeah. In terms of how he missed that, he seemed to just head it straight down the middle. Straight down the middle. Mason Jason Aviation said back at it again. Yeah, what did I say? 100%. When it went to 2-2, I was literally saying, I'm not worried. There's 10 minutes. Liverpool will get a goal. SH says, another save by our skipper Van Dijk. That one reminded me of Chelsea last season. Yeah. Yeah. As in is it the season before now? In terms of the League Cup final where he got the header. But yeah, Liverpool grinding out results. What can you say? Kieran says we all love Swansea now. Indeed, we are all Welsh today. Jenny says gutted Liverpool got out of jail. Yeah, our luck will run out eventually, but not quite yet. Taste Testers is off. Take care, Taste Testers. Enjoy your time off. Ashley says Liverpool forever, man. Yeah, a good win. I'm happy with that overall. Seeing Frimpong next to Van Dijk, I didn't realize he was that short. Yeah, if you get the chance, watch the you know the pre-match where the players are lined up and they move the camera across horizontally at the start. So it had like Van Dijk. So when the players lined up, it had like Van Dijk, Alisson, Gakpo, Isak. It had like all the tall players at the start, so the camera's moving horizontally across the lineup, and then like the fifth one is Frimpong. the camera had to just go straight down. So yeah, it doesn't help that kind of most that team is massive. Jenny says gutted again 3-2. Yeah, understandably, and I understand where you're coming from. Charlotte says, what's your favorite type of candy? Never been a major sweets guy, but like any type of chocolate's good. More of a chocolate type of person. SH would love to see a front three of Isak, Ekitike and Salah. Alex and Hugo rotating with each other. Yeah, I think you will see more of that now as the kind of number of games pile up. You'll see more kind of exotic formations that are a bit different. Mason Jason Aviation says Gakpo did not show up today. He did not. You are correct. Like the ball was played to him, but he didn't really seem to kind of do much with it. Would lose the ball, would fall over, would not really make the best of his opportunities. So I don't want to be paranoid, but like, is that kind of what happens when you take away his main source of competition in Luis Diaz? Like I know Rio is there, but if you're an established player, do you really consider a 17-year-old to be your competition? I don't know. But hopefully Rio does continue to push him, and maybe Ekatike can push him as well. Competition makes everything better. Yeah, that's the way Messi is. Yeah, that's a pan right down to him. I think especially in the Liverpool team, because Van Dijk's very tall, Alisson's very tall. So you've got your captain and your goalkeeper. Gakpo's tall, Isak's tall, and then they have to pan right down. Jenny says, come on, Everton this Saturday morning. Indeed, I will be here. Use win again at the end. Yeah, that's why when it was 2-2, I wasn't worried. I was like, we will score another goal. Cengiz says, nice Liverpool, never walk alone. Van Dijk, yes, your fellow countryman from the Netherlands, Van Dijk, saves the day. Jenny says, when you went 3-2, how come you don't celebrate? Because I knew it was going to happen. I don't celebrate when the postman comes because I know it's going to happen. Reluctant Gamer says, I was wrong 4-1, but I got the Bayern game correct 3-2. That's good enough. I was wrong on both things. Charlotte says bet. Ali says, bro, don't want to see Gakpo again. He's like a tall Pedro Neto. Those are strong words. Who would you rather see instead of Gakpo? Would you play Rio on the left, or would you play Ekatike, or would you do something a bit different? That is true, to be fair. He's not been too bad. But I think given the number of attackers in the team now, it almost feels like Gakpo's place is like a given, that it's definitely going to be Gakpo who starts. And I feel like that needs to change. And hopefully that does change. Ashley says a true captain scores. Ashley is correct. True captain leads from the back and does what needs to be done. Rio all day. So Ali would start Rio over Gakpo. Would you start Rio in the Merseyside derby? That's a baptism. That's a baptism of sorts. Thankfully, it's at Anfield, but it's an option. It is an option. Reluctant Gamer will see me tomorrow for the Newcastle game. Indeed, I shall be here. See you tomorrow. Mason Jason Aviation said the fan called Diego Simeone a fat. He ain't even fat. Simeone's actually like the thinnest manager I've ever seen. He's wearing an extra small shirt. Like Simeone's not fat. So why is he getting offended? Like he's if anything, he's like the slimmest manager I can think of. So I don't know why Simeone's getting so getting so offended. Cayenne Clips 123 says, "Let's go! What a game!" Yeah, we can't keep leaving it till the very last minute, but equally, I'd rather they left it till the last minute than not. Charlie says it can't go on like this. I know what you mean. The flip side is like when it went to 2-2, I was like, you know what? I'm not worried. We'll score. It'll be fine. Jenny says, so glad Sunny's not here. Good live, thank you. I don't know what's happened to Sunny. I'm gonna see if I can reach out to him just to make sure he's okay. Just to make sure he's alright. Some teams the same person scores. Liverpool multiple players score. They can't expect the same player to score every game. True. It's good that we've kind of spread the load amongst multiple players. Because you're spreading the risk, I guess. That way, if one player gets injured, it's not the end of the world. Would you rather have the power to shrink or grow? It's gotta be grow, right? Yeah, that's what Jason Mason says. This team's gonna give me a heart attack. It's probably already given a few people a heart attack. Theo saying hi. Seeing Simeone rattle was so peak. It was funny, but like equally, He's like 50, 60. I'm like, at your age, Diego, like have some shame. Like have some mental strength not to let that affect you. Like he just gets triggered very, very easily. It's like, mate, you're not 20 anymore. Like act your age kind of thing. I'm ashamed of him. Yeah, this club has had everyone on the edge. Rio looks so weird compared to these old men. It almost feels like he shouldn't be there. Like he just looks kind of out of place. And I think what also doesn't help is because like his sleeves are so long. Like he has his sleeves like this because his sleeves are so long. So it's like his mom. It's like his mom bought him a kit that is gonna last him a few years so that he doesn't grow out of it. I think that makes him look out of place even more. Reluctant Gamer says, I knew Liverpool would get the goal. Did Rio look good? He looked okay. He didn't do anything super amazing, but equally it's good to have options on this bench. Jenny thinks Fish is Sunny now. They're different people. Salah needs to learn how to score open goals. Yeah, it was the cross, wasn't it, from Wirtz, and Salah kind of smashed it instead of just taking his time and placing it. Has it been 24 years? That is crazy. I thought it might be more like 10 years, but 24 years is insane. Ashley says, Liverpool, please, should win the treble. I'd be very happy with that, Ashley. Derwood says, I'm too old to support this team. Should have supported United. Always disappointed. At least you know what you're going to get, I guess. You just know it's going to be disappointment and anguish. Take care, Cengiz. Have a good night. Mason Jason Aviation says Rio won the corner for the goal, didn't he? I'm not sure. I'll need to see that back. I just saw it like when the corner was going in. Reluctant Gamer says, who's your man of the match? Mason Jason's going for Llorente. Maybe that. Nobody really stood out from a Liverpool perspective. Maybe Marcus Llorente, as kind of Mason Jason is saying. Salah could have had 5 assists today, says Ali. Yeah, and a couple more goals. I can't lie. But he's starting to get a bit more confidence, which is a positive. Hopefully, no more silly people saying that we should sell him. I love Van Dijk with a passion. Understandable. It did save our bacon. It's not the first time. Yeah, Frimpong would give it to Verge. I was thinking about Verge. I was thinking about giving it to Van Dijk, but then I was like, we did concede 2 goals. Ali's man of the match is Salah. Reluctant Gamer's man of the match is Salah. Jenny's is the referee. Well, excluding the referee, I can see that. I can see the logic. I can see the logic for Salah. I thought Gravenberch was okay. I'd say Salah, Van Dijk, or Llorente, someone like that. Mason Jason Aviation says Vert's price tag should be 50 mil max. He's starting to look a bit better. He's looking a lot less nervous. Ali says that Wirtz is like, well, yeah. I really like that. Yeah. I think I was even saying, they seem to have an understanding, even though they've only really played a few minutes together. So if that's how well they're linking up at the start, hopefully after a couple of weeks, couple of months, things should get even better. Tarek says we're living in the end times because Liverpool keeps scoring goals at the very end. Understandable. I didn't know the end times was named after Liverpool scoring at the end, but it is what it is. Do you think Nottingham Forest sack Ange? No, not yet. There's a long way to go. Salah first 2 goals contribution helped a lot, says Reluctant Gamer. Yeah, he's showing a bit more confidence, which is positive. And I think that penalty against Burnley definitely helped. And he's taking that confidence into this game, and then hopefully gets a few against Everton. Ikram says facts. Jenny says Ange made Nottingham Forest into Spurs. Yeah, it's. I'll give him a few more games. I'll give him a few more games. Mason Jason says not worth 118 million. To be honest, nope, not any player is worth that money. 100 million is ridiculous. 80 million is ridiculous. It's just the going rate for especially very young players these days. But in reality, these like £100 million players, they were £10 million players not too long ago. We have a team full of talent. Not everyone can shine. That is true. And I guess the important thing is that if at least a couple of them shine, Liverpool end up winning. Redders wants Virgil van Dijk for King of England. Charles may have some concerns about that, but if he does not have any concerns, then I think we're good. Forest had their best players on also. Okay, so Ange has got a big job ahead of him. Is it safe to say that? John Jones, Dominic Reyes, or Jan Blachowicz. Unfortunately, I'd have to go for John Jones, even though I don't like him. Crazy FC guy says Simeone mad. Yeah, like he needs to act. How old is Simeone? I'm gonna Google him because he needs to start acting his age. He's 55, and it's like, bro, like stop starting fights with people. You're 55. Act your age. Like he just gets triggered so easily. And like I'd understand it if he was in his 20s, but it's like you need to kind of grow out of that. Who do you think will be top scorer for Liverpool this season? Salah. I think Salah. Mason Jason's fantasy team is cooking. Nice. City 2-2, then win 3-2. I would go mad, jump up and down. Yeah, I knew Liverpool would score. It's no shock to me. When I die, everything in my will can go to Virgil van Dijk. I'm sure we'll be very happy about that. Couldn't fault Isak today. What a player! Yeah, played very well. Had a really good first half. Ruckton Gamers is true. Who's the best Liverpool midfielder of all time in the Premier League? For Liverpool, I'll go for Gerrard. Crazy FC guy says cooking. Yeah, 100%. Redders would give all £2.57 from his will to Virgil van Dijk. I mean, let's think about it another way. You're giving 100%. So if you think about it that way, you're giving 100% to Van Dijk. I mean, he should be very happy with that. Mason Jason's birthday is this Saturday. Well, happy birthday for Saturday. Will you be streaming Man United versus Chelsea? Is it Man United versus Chelsea? If it's Saturday, that's Liverpool versus Everton. So I shall be here for that. Hiding Pitch Pro, Verts was cooking so much in my opinion. Yeah, link-up play is starting to get better. And his connection with this, that was very good. I think you forgot to stop the timer. Indeed I have. Where's the... There we go. I'll reset it. I'll put it back to 0. Yeah, when is that Man United Chelsea game? Oh yeah, that's Saturday. Yeah, I'll be doing Liverpool Everton. I might do that one if I can. But yeah, we shall have to see. Pitch Pro scored again. Indeed you did. Ruckton Gamer says, who's your top 5 Liverpool players of all time? Based on who I've seen in my lifetime, 1 would be Gerrard. 2 would be Van Dijk. I mean, it depends. It depends how you quantify. But if we qualify this as who's the best Liverpool player I've seen in my lifetime, number 1 is Gerrard. Number 2 is Van Dijk. Number 3 is Suarez. Number 4 is Salah, which I appreciate is very controversial. Number 5, I'm not too sure. There could be quite a few number 5s. What I find crazy is this concept of a warm down. Like, I get it, but like after they've done the match, they still run around. Pretty crazy. Mason Jason is an Arsenal fan. Do you think Madueke is looking more promising now? To be honest with you, I've not seen much of him other than the Liverpool game. I guess that's more of a question for you. Like, are you more happy with him now? I know a lot of Arsenal fans were concerned about him. Arsenal, Man City this Sunday. Yeah, I will be here for that one, 4:30. Mary says hi. How you doing, Mary? Hope you're well. I just realised I've been talking for like 2 hours. I haven't had a drink of water. Yeah, Gerrard might. Again, in my lifetime, I didn't see like Graham Souness, or I didn't see Kenny Dalglish, I didn't see Alan Hansen. But for the ones I've seen, I'd put Gerrard number 1. Jenny says, will you do Arsenal versus Man City this Sunday? Yes, I should be here this Sunday. Looking forward to that. It's probably the biggest game of the weekend. Like, I know Liverpool-Everton is on Saturday, but the big game is probably Arsenal-Man City. I shall be here for that. It was good against Forest, was Madueke. Nice. Very nice. Suarez hasn't got wall pain in City like Firmino. I think Firmino got... Alright, so as in hasn't got a mural. Yeah. The Firmino mural on... is really nice, the Firmino one, gotta say. Mason Jason Aviation will be at the match, so won't be able to join Arsenal Man City stream. No worries. Enjoy the match. I hope it's a good one for sure. We didn't let you drink. We've been yapping the whole stream. It's alright. It's okay. The thing is, right, I'm gonna order like some sort of cup with a straw or something, because I use the reason why I don't put this on my desk, because I got computers and like expensive equipment everywhere, and I'm just paranoid I'll knock it over and then ruin things, so I just keep it on the floor. Maybe I just need to get like a cup, like one of those fancy cups with a straw, and then that way I'll be less nervous about putting it on my desk. But yeah, I just got stuff everywhere. Mason Jason Aviation says no Owen. Maybe Owen might be 5th, because he was very good at Liverpool. I mean, the options for 5th are Owen, maybe Torres. I think there's an argument for Jordan Henderson. I'd have to think about it. You're supposed to drink every time someone scores. We'll remind you. Yeah, I've missed out on 5 sips today. So yeah, I appreciate the reminders. Because the thing is, when I close the stream and I just go to the kitchen, I'm like, oh my god, I'm so dehydrated. Reluctant Gamer likes Dirk Kuyt for Liverpool. Very good. Yeah, Dirk Kuyt's a good shout. I like how he was kind of reinvented as a right winger. You need one of those Stanley Cups. Yeah, I've seen those. I feel like that's more of a girl thing, or am I missing something? I might get like a cheaper version. Apparently they're like 30 quid, or like it's like a fashion symbol. They're like 30 quid. I'm like, I ain't spending 30 quid on a cup. I'll spend £3,000 on a computer, but not £30 on a cup. So I might get like a cheaper version. Tyler says Van Dijk, what a goal! Yeah, nice, unstoppable header. I gotta say, very reminiscent of very reminiscent of the Chelsea goal. Yeah, when Owen went to Man United, it did sour it to that did sour his legacy to a certain degree, and I think that's why he's kind of struggling now. Because now he seems to be in a perpetual state whereby Liverpool fans don't want to claim him. Real Madrid fans don't want to claim him because they've got bigger legends. Man United fans don't want to claim him because he played for Liverpool. And Newcastle fans don't want to claim him because he was only there for a year. And Stoke fans don't want to claim him because he barely played. So he's in a perpetual state of flux. Yeah, I was gonna do that. I'm more of a AliExpress, that one's good. More of a AliExpress type of guy. This light I got off AliExpress. I might give those a try. The ref needs a working watch, yeah. But I'll take that. Good result. Everyone seems relatively happy, apart from Jenny. But I think Jenny's happy on some level, so that's the important thing. But yes, I shall be back tomorrow. It's Newcastle Barcelona at 8:00, which should be pretty good. Friday I get a break, which is needed, because tomorrow will be 3 days in a row. And then Saturday's Liverpool Everton. Yeah, true. At least it wasn't a boring game, and I'm looking forward to watching this one back. You know how I often say, I actually miss a lot of what happens in the game, because I'm looking at the chat most of the time. So with the Burnley game, I didn't really watch it back because it was so boring. But this one, I'm gonna see if I can watch it back. Tyler says Gakpo wasn't really on it this game. Yeah, he had a poor game this game. The consolation is like he was better. He did have some good games earlier in the season, but yeah, he didn't have the best game this game. But hopefully he can improve. Because whilst I like Rio, and whilst I borderline love Rio, I think there's very little chance Rio usurps Gakpo anytime soon. Hopefully Gakpo can up his standard. I was thinking, who's Rob Flower? But you mean Robbie Fowler. Fowler was good. Again, I missed a lot of Fowler based on... Like when I started watching football when I was, say, 4 or 5 years old, it was Michael Owen was breaking in. So that's kind of more what I'm familiar with. But yeah, Fowler was very good. Will you be watching Newell's Old Boys versus Belgrano in Argentina quarterfinal? Probably not, purely because of the timing, because it will be like 1 a.m. I will be fast asleep at that time. That's the frustrating thing to a certain degree about the South American matches. They're great. The standard's great. The teams are great. The players are great, but the timing is not great. So for me, like in the UK, it's like, and also for you to be there, like 1:30, I'll be fast asleep. Charlotte says, is Salah still Liverpool's most valuable player? From a attacking perspective, yes. From a financial perspective, probably not, given his age. Yeah, I'd say based on what he does on the pitch, I think he is. But if you were to sell him, you probably wouldn't get that much. Jenny says, Sonny was yeah. I don't know what's happened to Sonny. I hope he's all right. I'm gonna try reaching out to him, just make sure he's okay. Mason J. Oh, it started now. Okay, wow, that's a surprise. My thing is still showing Champions League, but if those fixtures do come on reasonable times now, then maybe it's something we need to look at in the future. It's just whenever I've looked at those in the past, they've always been like 1:30 a.m. Salah is not more valuable than Isak. Yeah, I think given with Isak, they've just bought him for 130 mil. You think at least financially he's worth the most. Like for argument's sake, I think if you sold Salah, let's not say January because January's prices are skewed, but I think for argument's sake, if you sold Salah next summer, would you get like 40, 50 million? Especially with only 1 year left. So yeah, I think Isak would be most valuable. Dawood says, have a good night. See you tomorrow. Take care, Dawood. Hope you have a good night also. Or good afternoon-ish, and then a good night. Kaut, Garcia, or Ngamoa? Kaut. I'd say that order as you have it is fine. Once Rio's career is over, it might differ, but based on the data we have right now, I'd go with that. Yeah, I think the only thing with Salah is it's the age thing now. I think that would negatively impact his value. Charlotte says Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Mario Kart World Tour, Mario Kart Wii. To be honest, I haven't played much of Mario Kart for many years, so I don't really know the difference between them. I'd argue most Nintendo fans also do not know the difference. But I couldn't tell you the difference, I'm afraid. I mean, Mario Kart Wii is going to be the one for the Wii. But that's all I know. Yeah, I guess Salah's age and Salah's contractual length would affect his value. Rochelle Ibarra says, hi, how you doing? I hope you are good. But yeah, I should probably go now. I'll be back. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow 8 o'clock. Oh God, that's a bit difficult. Dogu would be at the bottom. I don't see it. Is this Man United's left back? I don't see the fascination. I think Oscar Bob would be near the top. Like, I think Rio has potential, but like equally, like I feel like with the limited minutes that he's played, it's tough to really qualify and quantify that into a ranking. You know what I mean? Estevar would be high. Probably like us. Yeah, again. I'd be tempted to take Rio out of it because we've not seen enough of him. But maybe Esteval, Bob, they'd be around the top. Nwaneri would be around the middle, and maybe Dogu at the bottom. Salah walks into Arsenal tomorrow. He does, but it depends what you qualify as value. Like, Salah as a player is very good, but if you were to sell him, I don't think you get much money. I think probably talking about two different things. But anyway, I'm gonna try and go again because it's half dead. But I'll be back tomorrow. 8 o'clock. If you are bored, I shall be here in the same seat with a different shirt and a different hat. Oh yeah, fair enough. One from each team. Makes sense. But yeah, as I said, be back tomorrow, 8 o'clock. Take care, guys. See you tomorrow.